Ben Duty, a question for Tony Bowser.
A two-part question. How would you assess the leadership qualities of the other candidates on this stage? And what about your own leadership experience makes you uniquely qualified to be governor?
Well, first of all, I think the Republican Party is very, very fortunate to have terrific candidates before you. Some of the things that differentiate me is 30 years of experience both in managing large organizations and working in the private sector. I helped to build and run 1,000-room hotels, worked for General Electric and Jack Welch, and had small businesses of my own, and currently work in an investment firm, have an MBA, Series 7 and 63. But additionally, during that entire time, I have served in local government, both on boards of education, boards of selectmen, State Board of Education, in the House and in the Senate, and over those years negotiated a number of union contracts and brought good contracts to the table, because negotiation is going to be key in order to bring down the cost of government here in Connecticut and be able to reduce taxes. And I think that negotiations is an art form of science. And from that perspective, I think I've been able to show that I can certainly manage large operations and bring a vast amount of deep experience to the table, along with a number of good candidates we have before you.
Follow-up, Mark Boughton.
Okay, Ben, could you repeat that again? It was a two-parter, so I just want to make sure I get this.
Sure. How would you assess the leadership qualities of the other candidates on the stage, and what about your own experience makes you uniquely qualified to be governor?
Can you hear me now? I know. Well, first of all, I'm just saying, it's an honor to be up here with the folks that are here. Each of them brings their own skill set to this discussion, and that's really important for our party if we're going to be successful in the fall in this election. Tony, I've served with her in the House. She's been committed to our children for many years. Has done an admirable job at representing interests of the children of Connecticut. John works very hard. I didn't serve with him. He was in the Senate, I was in the House, but I know that he has the courage of his convictions, and I applaud him for that. And Joe is committed to the cause. So if you need somebody to out there towing along his big signs, regardless of what the campaign is, he's there because he believes so much in our America. But look, if you said to me, what's the difference between myself and everybody up here? I mean, the reality is everybody can talk in theory, but I've actually done things. I've actually balanced a budget for 12 straight years and returned a slight surplus to our fund balance. I've actually negotiated union contracts that were good for the taxpayers and for the unions themselves. I've actually spun off nonprofits, spun off our social services and put them in our nonprofit agencies. So I've done a lot of the things that the executive branch calls for. Well, we've got a great team up here. I wish Mr. Foley was here with us. Every one of these candidates are qualified, competent. We're on the trail together, spent a lot of time, know the history, know their successes, and I'm honored to be here amongst them. I have a little different background. I come from a commercial construction background where you're dealing with more regulations than probably the governor. Building buildings, OSHA, safety, engineering, you can go down the line, timely projects, multi-million-dollar projects, the Aetna, the Hartford Insurance, Marriott Hotels, probably 200 or 300 major Fortune 500 companies with deadlines to make a profit over 40 years in construction. So I come from a different background. I've been elected, so I've served in local government, and I've spent a year on the trail running for federal government, so I'm very apt with those. So I bring a different skill set, but you're going to have a great choice this year. The Republican Party really needs to honor everyone up here and get behind every candidate of your choosing and help all of us. Thank you.
Next, we turn to Gary in favor for a question of Mark Boughton. I'm sorry, John.
All right, thanks, Frank. Look, I think we all agree that any one of us up here will be a better governor than Dan Malloy. And I've said from day one, I'm not running against anyone at this podium. I'm running on my ideas, my vision for Connecticut, and against Dan Malloy. Dan Malloy wants us to sit here and beat each other up. I'm not going to participate in that. we're going to tell the people of the state of Connecticut how Republicans will do a better job running the state. Since 2007, it's been a great honor of mine to be the Republican leader in the state Senate. In the private sector, I've worked for a large company, a law firm, and started my own small business. I have a wide range of experience with that. But just think of what we did as a small minority in the state legislature. In 2007, the Democrats proposed a tax increase supported by our governor at the time, and we as Republicans defeated it, so we got a no tax increase budget. We forced the governor to claw back and repeal his dangerous, deadly early release program. We got a cap on the gasoline tax. We've worked together as a minority. Imagine what I'll be able to do as your next governor. Thank you.